Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I'm your host of Random Nerd 2016 / Kevin, and this is my weekly podcast where I talk about the comics coming out this Wednesday, July 29th. But if you're a DC fan, you pick it up on the 28th. But if you're a fan like me of both companies, just pick it up on Wednesday. It's much simpler on your wallet. Unless you're a big DC fan, then just go Tuesday. But if you're a big Marvel fan or a big fan of both, go both. Go Wednesday at this point. But yes, it's a lighter week, so this should be a shorter-ish episode. Not many books are coming out because next month is just going to be a bunch of stuff that went digital that's going to go on physical print. So next month's going to be a bit more heavy. But yes, we're going to go to our first book, Amazing Spider-Man number 45, written by Nick Spencer and art by Mark Bagley. Now, Mark Bagley is very well known in the art community because he drew most of the Ultimate Spider-Man with Brian Michael Bendis. So yes, the price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Sins Rising, Part 1. Sin Eater's back in New York City is in trouble. Who will the shotgun-toting villain target? And can Spider-Man stand a chance against them? Now, last week we got the Sins Rising comic, the Amazing Spider-Man Sins Rising Prelude, which you need to read that before you read this. I do suggest it. I didn't get to pick it up because it wasn't my pull list, and I'm really tired. This week, oh man, work has just been awful for me. But yes, if you really want to know more about Sin Eater, or if you're interested in Spider-Man, this is pretty much a good jumping on point. If you like it, you could go back and read Nick Spencer's first arc of Spider-Man, which is very good. But yes, on to the next book, Batman / Superman number 10, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Clayton Henry. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Devastation in Gotham City. Following the events of a massive explosion in Midtown, Batman and Superman pick up the pieces to learn who rigged the atomic skull like a bomb, and will they do it again? All will be revealed as a horrifying plan of the Ultra-Humanite rains terror down on the lives of the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel. Now, this is the second part of the story arc, I believe, because last month. Yeah, it's been a while. It's Batman / Superman. I'm still catching up on comics, by the way. It's not the easiest hobby to catch up on. It was, and then it became not. But yes, I mean, Ultra Humanite, Superman, Batman, Investigation. It sounds fun. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do suggest pick up issue 9 to know what's going on in that area. Next up, Captain Marvel number 18, written by Kelly Thompson, and airplane just passed by, and I doubt the camera picked it up. Yes, written by Kelly Thompson. Penciler is by Corey Smith, and inker is by Adriano De Benedito, and colorist is by Bonvillian. It is the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In the throes of war, Carol finds herself with a bold new role and a brand new weapon, the universal weapon, in fact. When a Kree soldier bombs a unified city of the Empire, Emperor Hulkling sends his new accuser to bring down the swift and necessary hammer of justice. But what at first seems like a relatively simple directive will end up challenging Carol on a personal level she has never imagined. Empire tie-in. So yes, this is the Empire tie-in to Captain Marvel. There is a sheet that tells you the whole Empire list. It got shortened down from, I believe, 32 tie-ins to just like 20, which thank God, because Marvel likes to do tie-ins, and I'm a sucker for tie-ins, and Marvel is really bad at tie-ins. I mean, sometimes they're good and sometimes are not that good. But yes, is this a good jumping on point? No, I'm not going to recommend this. Unless you're into the whole Empire, this is pretty much a skippable issue, or you're a collector like me. I'll collect the book and I'll be like, it's there. I don't know how long this is going to be. Probably looks like it's going to be 1 or 2 issues, or maybe 3. Yeah, it looks like it's only going to be a few issues. I'm not too worried, because once this is over, the Empire event is over, we're gonna get another, event. So, yeah. Next up, Empire #3, written by Dan Slott and written. Oh no, story by Dan Slott and written by Al Ewing. Is it written by Dan Slott? Yeah, it's written by Dan Slott, so I don't know why this is like this. But yes, the art is by Valerio Schitti, and the colors is by Marte Gracia. Gracia? Gracia. Gracia. Yeah, it's Gracia. Okay, the price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. The tag team action comes home. Wakanda is in the battleground as the Avengers and Fantastic Four unite to prevent a vibranium-powered threat to all life as we know it. A long-lost Avenger returns to active duty, but will that be enough to turn the tide? And in space, interstellar intrigue threatens the fragile Kree-Skrull alliance, and the repercussions might just doom planet Earth. Now, I haven't read Empire #1. I read Empire Avengers #0. I gotta read the Fantastic Four one. It's interesting. I do like it. Is it the Kotati? Like these plant life things that were hinted at in. Oh, God. Well, it was that. It was back in December when they did the whole we had short stories that was building up to the event of Empire. I forgot that, but yeah, I mean it's interesting, and I'll pick it up. That's it. If you haven't jumped on, I do believe it's 7 or 6 issues, this storyline, so it is pretty much ending soon. At this rate, man, unless it's gonna be a longer event, which I don't know because I haven't been catching up with my comics because I've been a busy boy doing actual work. But yes, moving on. Empire Captain America #1, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson and art by Ariel Olivetti. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The invasion has made landfall. Captain America stands on the front lines, but when a threat goes global, even he won't be enough to stem the tides. Will Captain America be able to find allies willing to fight alongside him, or will he fall in the face of this intergalactic incursion? Now, this is an Empire tie-in. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Probably a 3-issue mini, most likely, because that's how most of these go. So the Carol one's gonna be probably 3 issues. This is gonna be probably 3 issues or 2. Sometimes they last that long. The most I've seen a tie-in have many issues, probably 5 or 6, 7 the most. But yes, it sounds interesting. I'll pick it up, of course, because I do love my tie-ins, because I am a gullible idiot. But yes, if you're not into the event, you don't need to get it. But if you're into tie-ins like me, or you want to know the complete story, pick it up. But yes, next up, Empire Savage Avengers #1, written by Gary Dugan and art by Greg Smallwood. The price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. In South America, Conan finds himself enslaved, which is typically bad news for those attempting to do the enslaving. Oh, it says enslaving. But these enslavers come from beyond the stars, and they've got a singular and grisly end in store for the Chimerian. One that only Venom can help him avoid. Now, this is a one-shot, so you don't need to pick it up. I like Savage Avengers, and Gary Dugan's writing that, so I trust what they're doing. And you know what? I need a little bit more Conan in my life. I haven't had Conan in a while, so having Conan in this book, it's very pleasable for me. Wow, we're halfway done with the books of this week. Wow, I might just be able to finish this and just upload it. Okay, next up, Iron Man 2020 #5, written by Dan Slott and Christos Gage. The art is by Pete Woods, and the price is $4.99. And this is the description of the book. Tony Stark is back, but is this the real Tony Stark? How is that possible? Where did all new armor come from? What's going on? There's no time to explain, human. Just know that this. It's Stark versus Stark round 2 as Tony takes on Arno in space. Now, I've liked what they've done with Iron Man 2020. I just don't like the tie-ins as much because they don't do much. The only kind of good tie-in is probably Rescue, but that's only issue 2 that will lead to this. That's really about it. I haven't read the Wolverine one. I did like the Force Works one, which Rhoda got to do something besides just be in the background in Iron Man. Yeah, and Machine Man was pretty cool. It was interesting, but yeah. I think it's ending. Next issue is the final issue. If not, the 7th issue is going to be the final issue. So you should have jumped on earlier. Again, this was supposed to end much earlier, but since the situation, the pandemic, kind of made everything just like push back. Yeah, it's interesting. And some of the books went digital. Of course, the books that went digital, the series that was ending, the Force Works number 3, which I did not even get to finish reading because it went digital. So they put it on digital, and now they're gonna put it on physical next month. So I'm very excited for that. So yes, but now they're gonna pick up. Next up, John Constantine, Hellblazer number 8, written by Simon Spurrier and art by Aaron Campbell. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, especially one with gills, claws, and the teeth of a shark. Will John Constantine protect the fishermen who are in the siren's sights, or will he lead them right to her? I mean, it's interesting, and it's probably not connected to anything else John Constantine is doing in the book, so it's a good jumping on point. I don't know, because I haven't read last issue, so I believe I haven't read last issue. I mean, it's been a while. No, it's part 2 probably, because yeah, I'm reading that sack at the moment, so I am catching up slowly. I'm on the June 24th book, so I'm a month behind, which is very scary at the same time. John Constantine's pretty cool. The book is interesting. It goes very dark, and then sometimes it's just a bunch of talking and a bunch of calling hipsters out. I'm like, yes. John Constantine hates hipsters. I'm like, yes, this is everything John would love. But yes. Next up, Legion of Superheroes number 7, written by Brian Michael Bendis and penciler by Ryan Soak, and inker is by Wade Von Gerbager, and colors is by Jordi Bellier. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Jonathan Kent, intergalactic fugitive. The United Planets is less than thrilled with the decision to bring Superboy 1,000 years into the future to protect the past. Planet Gotham is under siege. Ultra Boy's home world is on the verge of all-out war. And as if that weren't enough, new Legionnaire drama unfolds as Saturn Girl and Cosmic Boy throw down over who should take on the Legion's leadership. Plus, Brainiac 5 will reveal a secret that will make one Legionnaire quit the team, and we ask the burning question, who is the strongest Legionnaire? Find out in the only book telling you the future of the DC Universe every month. And the book's okay. It's very... It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite Brian Michael Bendis work, but it's not his Superman, so that's really not helping you when reading this book. It doesn't help either that he's doing this right now while Action Comics is dealing with the Legion, some of the Legion stuff as well, which kind of, I don't know. this book kind of, I don't know, this and the Superman franchise, man. Oh, I mean, some of the stuff they do is interesting, like the Connor Kent and John Kent. That's pretty cool, but adding Brainy and seeing how I believe toilets work. What? I just want to know, Brian Michael Bendis, what's your obsession with the human body and the bottom part, man? I really want to know because you mentioned it in what in that Man of Steel miniseries. You mentioned it again in Superman, and you mentioned it again in part of Leviathan and Action Comics. I don't know what your deal is with poop jokes. Like just stop. Okay. But it's a book I'm willing to drop. Well, it's a book I'm still willing to read, but you really don't need to pick it up at all. And there's only 3 more books left. This is the shortest episode. Not really. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Suicide Squad number 7, written by Tom Taylor and penciler by Daniel Samperi, and inker is by Juan Albarran, and colors is by Adriano Lucas. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. And he's out. With a pardon in his pocket, Deadshot walks away from Suicide Squad in hopes of reuniting with his daughter Zoe and making things right at last. But you can't outrun your past when it's still looking to kill you, and their family reunion quickly takes a turn for the deadly. To whom can Deadshot turn when he's left behind everyone who once had his back? Oh, so this is going to be a Deadshot-centric story, so I'm very interested, because I have no idea what happened last issue. Batman happened. So that was a thing. So that was a... Because I started uploading again, I think, right after July 4th. So this would coincide with what's going on. But yeah. I suggest picking it up. Or pick up issue 1 of Suicide Squad and see how that story arc works. Or pick up this one, you like it, and then you pick up the other stuff. Either way, you're going to get a Suicide Squad book. That kind of works. It's also written by the guy who wrote Deceased and Injustice Gods Among Us all 5 years, and Injustice Gods Among Us year 2. I mean, 2, yeah. Not year 2, but number 2. Which is a story that takes between the Injustice game, the first one, and the beginning of... No, the Injustice, after Injustice 1 ends, and Injustice 2... The story in the middle, Tom Taylor wrote Injustice number 2 he wrote that so he could fill in the gaps on what's going on before the game came out. But yes, I like it. I dig it. I dig it. This and one more book, and that'll be the end. Wonder Woman number 759, written by Mariko Tamaki, art by Michael Janin. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. It's a brand new day for Wonder Woman as Diana starts to pick up the pieces of her life following her battle with the 4 horsewoman and her run-in with the Phantom Stranger. Man's world has become more complicated to navigate. Than ever before. It seems everyone has a take on who Wonder Woman should be. Some who look at her heroics with admiration, and some who lie in wait to seek revenge. A familiar threat is watching Diana's every move, and now is the perfect time to strike. So they changed like 3 different writers in the span of less than a year. Oh my god. So it was Steve. It was Steve Orlando. Steve Orlando had it, and then Gail Simone had it. Gail Simone, Steve Orlando, Mariko Tamaki. There we go. Wonder Woman has changed 3 different writers. That's usually not a good telltale sign. But then again, they never know what to do with Wonder Woman in the comics, because they kept doing that during after the Rebirth era to the DC Universe era. So I'm not going to complain too much. Mariko Tamaki, I've read some of her work, so I really want to see her interpretation of Wonder Woman, so I do suggest that if you're interested in Wonder Woman, pick it up. Next up to the last book of this week. X-Men number 10, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Lainil Francis Yu, and colors by Sunny Go. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The Summers family has grown a Krakoan home on the moon. Now some neighbors have moved in. Empire tie-in. Yes. So that's the final issue. That's the final book. It is an Empire tie-in because we are in. Event season. There we go. I forgot the name. We are in event season, so I'm still picking up Jonathan Hickman's X-Men because come on. That X-Men series has been really good. Come on, man. You really can't beat it. That, and I really like what they're doing with New Mutants. Well, only the Jonathan Hickman parts. Because those are the only 2 X-Men books I'm reading. And Wolverine, of course. I do want to pick up the other X-Men books. But my bank account will not agree with me. But yes, that is all the books I'm talking about this week. And I hope you guys enjoy. You can follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Ask me questions there. You could DM me because my DMs are open. What else? Oh, Pokemon TCG. Coming to this channel. I have 3 vids I think I gotta upload. I've just been very busy at work. I've been working a bit overtime. Kind of by choice, but not really. But yes, hope you guys enjoy. And also, let me know in the comments, not comics. What books are you interested in this week? And next week, I know it's going to be heavy because I already looked ahead. But yeah, have a great day, everyone, and have a blessed time. Peace.